Today we're making one of the simplest breads you can possibly make at home. No yeast, no special equipment, just 4 ingredients in a good pan. We're going to start by melting our butter. Just place it in a small pot over medium heat and let it gently melt. Once it's melted, pull it off the heat and add the milk. The residual warmth from the butter is enough. We're not trying to cook the milk, just warm it slightly so everything blends smoothly. Now let's get our dry ingredients prepared. In a mixing bowl, add your flour and salt. Give it a quick stir just to evenly distribute the salt through the flour. Nothing complicated here, just simple ingredients working together. This is the foundation of the dough. Now pour the warm milk and butter mixture into the flour. At first this is going to look very wet and sticky, which is actually exactly what we want. As you start bringing it together and kneading it, the dough will begin to smooth out. Give it a couple minutes and it turns into a soft, cohesive dough. It took about 8 minutes for me. I've sped it up here in the video, but give the dough the time it needs while you're kneading it here. As you knead, the gluten develops and the texture transforms. You'll feel it become smoother and more elastic. That's what you're looking for. If you can, cover the dough and let it rest in the refrigerator for a few hours. That time allows the gluten to relax, which makes it much easier to roll out. I rolled mine almost immediately after kneading, and you'll see it doesn't really want to cooperate. It keeps springing back. You can do it this way, it just takes a little bit more time and patience because the gluten is still tight in the flour. Once you've let it sit, you want to pull it out and then cut it into 6 even pieces. So what I do is I cut it in half, and then I cut each half into 3 pieces, and you get 6 balls like this. Take one of the dough balls and press it into a disc. From there, you just slowly work it out and roll it thin. I like my flatbread really thin, so I alternate between using the rolling pin and stretching it gently with my hands. If you're wondering, I'm using a French rolling pin. It's different from a traditional American rolling pin. There are no handles, and it also gets narrower towards the ends, and I find it gives me more control, especially when I'm thinning out the edges. It's also just a lighter pin, and it's easier to work with. I like it a lot. Keep working the dough until it's very thin, almost see-through. That thinness is important. If you leave it too thick, it turns out dense and heavy instead of soft and pliable. The thinner you roll it, the better the texture will be once it hits the pan. To cook these, I like to get my cast iron pan nice and hot. Add a little oil and let it heat until it just starts to smoke. That's when you know it's ready. Then lay the flatbread in. I like to use my hands here, moving it around in the pan and flipping it with my fingers. It cooks quickly, so stay with it. Cook the remaining flatbread the same way, keeping the pan hot and working one at a time. If you'd like to add more flavor, brush these while they're still warm with melted butter, garlic, or fresh herbs. I like to actually throw them on the grill just to give them some grill marks and some flavor. And that's it. Simple ingredients done right. If you enjoy cooking like this, I'd love to have you come gather at our table. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.